Welcome to the 2024 Michigan NASCAR race for August 16th through the 18th of 2024. This week we have the Xfinity Series Cabo Wabo 250 and the Firekeepers Casino 400. There will also be the ARCA Series Henry Ford Health 200 on Friday. In the 2024 NASCAR Truck Series Clean Harbors 250 at Richmond last Saturday, Ty Majeski won, giving him back-to-back wins on the season. Christian Eckes was second and secured his first regular season truck title for the 2024 season. Taylor Gray was third. Here are all the drivers that will start the playoffs next week at the Milwaukee Mile. 10th, Daniel Dye. 9th, Ben Rhodes. 8th, Taylor Gray. 7th, Tyler Ankrum. 6th, Grant Enfinger. 5th, Roger Caruth with 1 win. 4th, Nick Sanchez, 2 wins. 3rd, Ty Majeski, 2 wins. 2nd, Christian Eckes, 3 wins. 1st, Corey Heim, 5 wins. Before Ty Majeski jumped to 3rd in the standings, I had Nick Sanchez in the top 3, but Majeski winning the last 2 races gives him some great momentum going into the playoffs. It should be a very competitive playoffs between the top 4 drivers. Entering the playoffs, Heim, at plus 39, has a plus 3 advantage over Eckes at plus 36. Majeski is plus 21, and Sanchez is plus 16. The top 4 drivers entering the playoffs have a good lead over 5th place. Sanchez is up plus 9 over 5th place driver Roger Caruth. I don't really see any playoff drivers outside the top 4 winning and pulling off an upset in the playoffs. For now, I have the current top 4 as my championship 4, with Heim winning the 2024 Truck Series Championship. Even though Eckes won the regular season title, Heim has been more dominant on all different sides of tracks this season. He has a win at COTA on a road course, intermediate tracks Kansas and Worldwide Technology Raceway, Super Speedway win at Pocono, and a short track win at North Wilkesboro. This season, Heim has proven he can win on every type of racetrack. As the standings are right now, I think it will still be that way at the end of the championship race in Phoenix, with Corey Heim winning his first Truck Series title. Let me know who you think will win the Truck Championship this year. Last Sunday at Richmond, Austin Dillon wrecked the 2 drivers behind him to win the race. It was determined by NASCAR on Wednesday that the win would not count for the playoffs, but Dillon gets to keep the race win. Denny Hamlin was second and Tyler Reddick third. The weekend of racing at Michigan International Speedway starts on Friday, August 16th at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time with ARCA practice, followed by ARCA qualifying at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time. No television or online coverage for those events. Xfinity practice is at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time, followed by qualifying at 4:10 p.m. Eastern Time on the NBC Sports app. The final event on Friday is the ARCA Menards Series Henry Ford Health 200 on FS1 at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. That is all for Friday. The events for Saturday, August 17th start at 12:35 p.m. Eastern Time with the Cup Series practice, followed by qualifying at 1:20 p.m. Eastern Time. Both events are on the USA Network or the NBC Sports app. The final event on Saturday is the Xfinity Series Cabo Wabo 250 at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time on the USA Network or the NBC Sports app. That is the final event for Saturday. The Cup Series Firekeepers Casino is at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time on the USA Network on Sunday and the NBC Sports app. That will conclude all the events from Michigan International Speedway for 2024. The weather for this weekend is not looking very good. On Friday, there is an 80% chance of rain with a high near 82 degrees and a 30% chance of rain in the evening. Saturday has a 60% chance of rain with a high near 77 degrees. Sunday will look to be sunny with a high of 78 degrees. Delays and cancellations will most likely be a problem this weekend. Last year, in the 2023 Xfinity Series race at Michigan, John Hunter Nemechek was first. He has also entered into this race this year. Josh Berry second, and Brandon Jones third. This year, in the Cobble Wobble Xfinity Series race at Michigan, I have Cole Custer winning the race. Custer is currently first in the driver standings with one win this season. That win came at Pocono, followed by a second-place finish in the last race at Indianapolis. That gives him a 1.5 average finish in the last two races. I hope he has not cooled off in the 3 weeks since the race in Indianapolis. This year, on the intermediate tracks, Custer is averaging a 10.2 finish and an 8.2 average finish on the season over all races. I believe momentum is good to have, and I hope it continues on Saturday and leads to a checkered flag for Custer. My first wild card is Austin Hill. With an average finish of 8.2 on intermediate tracks this season and a season average of 10.5, I think Hill can make his way back into victory lane. He won the first two races of the season and has been quietly lurking ever since. Hill finished 6th at Indy and 7th at Pocono for some solid finishes in the last two Xfinity races. Last year at Michigan, Hill finished 11th. Hill is currently 3rd in the driver standings as of now. The final wild card is Sam Mayer. Mayer has an average finish of 10.2 on the 5 intermediate tracks this season. His last place finish at Las Vegas was due to an accident. If we take that away, Mayer has an average finish on the other 4 tracks of 4.75 with one win at Texas. Mayer has a total of 2 wins on the season, with the second win coming at Iowa in June. Mayer is currently 12th in driver points, but is 4th in the most important playoff standings. I think Mayer will definitely be up front, if not victorious, in this race on Saturday. The first NASCAR Cup race at Michigan International Speedway was in June of 1969. They would run 2 races in June and August each year until 2021, except for August 1973, no race, and 2 August races in 2020. Since 2021, there has only been 1 race each year. The all-time winner at Michigan is David Pearson with 9 wins. August of 1969, June and August for the sweep in 1972, June of 1973, August of 1974, June of 1975, June and August for the sweep in 1976, and his 9th and final win in August of 1978. I think that David Pearson liked racing at this track. 9 of his 105 wins at this track is pretty good. Last year, at Michigan International Speedway, Chris Buescher won the race with Martin Truex Jr. in 2nd and Denny Hamlin in 3rd. Who are the current drivers that have won at Michigan? Chris Buescher, 2023. Ryan Blaney, 2021. Kyle Busch, 2011. Denny Hamlin, 2010 and 2011. Kyle Larson, 2016, and swept the races in 2017 for 2 wins. Joey Logano, 2019, 2016, and 2013. This year, in the Firekeepers Casino 400 at Michigan International Speedway, I have Brad Keselowski winning. Keselowski has won more on the intermediate or super speedway tracks than short and road courses in his career. It just seems like it is the right time for him to win on his home track this year. Keselowski is currently 9th in the driver's standings with 1 win at Darlington. He has an average finish on the year of 14.783. On intermediate tracks this season, he has an average finish of 8.14. Best finishes at intermediate tracks this year are 1st at Darlington, 3rd at Worldwide Technology, 2nd in the Coke 600, and 2nd at Texas. I hope everything goes his way on Sunday and he can take home the victory. The first wild card is Kyle Larson. He has 4 wins on the season and is currently on track to win the regular season title. His last win was the Brickyard 400. Larson has been a consistent threat to win all season long and on any style of track. Larson has an average finish of 10.7 on intermediate tracks with 2 wins at Kansas and Vegas. This includes the race at Charlotte that he did not race in. Larson is currently 1st in the driver standings and 1st in the playoff standings. Denny Hamlin is my final wild card for the weekend. Last year, Hamlin finished third. On intermediate tracks this year, Hamlin has an average finish of 9.42. He has not won on this length of track this year. As mentioned previously, he does have 2 previous wins on this track. Hamlin is currently 4th in the driver's standings and 2nd in the playoff standings. I think Hamlin will be in contention once again this year. Let's hope there is no drama in this race like we saw in Richmond last weekend. I certainly am looking forward to a fun race this weekend at Michigan International Speedway. Let me know who you think will win in any race this weekend. Thanks for watching.